Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Pacific Drive. Let's see what's on the, believe that he would say that, why don't you? If that's not what he meant, is what was, I did something, then he should have said what he meant. That's an odd one, I don't know what to make of that, at all. Alright. Moving on though, we have some ground to cover because we very much need to get out to here. Which probably means we need to go to... Well, looking at the setup, probably need to get out to this question mark here, which means we need to go to here. Also, as you can see, there's some, like, this shield sign here, which is a sign for a highway. That is because some sections you can find have faster connectors to them that bypass other areas. Like this one has a highway as well, which probably means if I get out to it, I'll have a easier time being out there in general, because it'll probably have a highway connecting to my main area. Maybe not, but it's hard to say. We've also got a lot of stuff going on out here, but I'm not going to head up this way right now. I need to go this way and get things done. Not recognized, not recognized. Some things I have not scanned out here, it seems. I don't know what, but definitely some things out here that I have not scanned. Most of these don't have a lot of limb power, but that shouldn't be an issue. Let's see. This one has perpetual stability, and this one has angry abductors. I'll take perpetual stability, I think, on my route. Just because angry abductors is really a pain sometimes. I mean, it's by far not the worst of the anomalous work you can get in a level. But it can certainly be a problem under certain conditions. So yeah, perpetual stability first, then we'll hit that second zone, and that should give us enough of everything we need to get out of here. And probably reach out to the next zone, which will allow us then reach the wall. I do like how they've designed this. So you get a mix of just be able to explore places and do things kind of your own way. You get some alternate routes to be able to choose, but you also, at the same time, like, you do have to take the time to just sometimes explore in order to get to your goal. It's not a streamlined path to your target, necessarily. Oh, mother.
The Octobites needs different charge levels to overcome the conditions for a gateway. You'll have to feed anchors to the Octobites until it's satisfied, and she'll tell you how many she needs at any given time.
Didn't you tell me this already? Or if that's something that she was just gonna say just to say it, or if that was more of a... They probably should have said it earlier, but didn't. I didn't push it. Discarded like us.
The remnants are like us in a way.
Those of us who chose to stay behind, we are as discarded and forgotten as they are.
And by chose to stay, you mean actively defying government orders to evacuate? Then yes. You remember how we went without electricity for 4 months to dodge the clearing crews? There's, like, what? Only 100 of us left?
If even that. Frankly, I'm surprised so many of us were unable to move on, for one reason or another.
Oh, speak for yourself. I'm here for the hunt. Hey, even better now there's no one to get in our way.
Yeah, I think, he was like, hey, what are you talking about? I'm here for the hunt, and now there's not as many people here to get in our way. The reason for that, as I recall, is he's a Bigfoot enthusiast, and he believes Bigfoot's in this area.
Hey, driver, not to be a downer or nothing, but I'm wondering what we do if you can't find a way out of the zone.
They got themselves over the wall. They'll find a way to survive here like the rest of us. Or not. Won't be my problem at that point.
I'd hardly call what we're doing here surviving.
Ugh, look, hey, both of you always going on and on about putting up with this, ensuring that. There's more to life than that, you know? You, for example, Arby, you're brilliant. You controlled fundamental forces of nature with your fingertips. Both of you did.
Slow down there, kid. We were scientists, not superheroes.
This is what I think it is.
Well, I mean, look, hey, to someone who was all thumbs when it came to science, they're one and the same. I just don't understand why you're wasting away here, borrowed away in the zone. Both of you, you're sitting on so much lost potential.
Potential is a carrot on a stick for the young. An illusion to keep you forging on when you should have given up long ago. Nothing had more potential than limb technology. And look what it did to the Olympic Peninsula. What I did. Look around. We're stuck here. For good. All we can do is survive. Everything else is moot.
I forgot what a charmer you are, Arby. An absolute living ray of sunshine and optimism.
Yeah, Hoppy's a little, bit of a downer. I guess it kind of makes sense. She's been, she has some reasons to be a bit on the bitter side, I guess. Alright, radiation zone, don't want to step in that. Not as many good things there as I was hoping. That's what this is. Piping. Can I climb in this? No, sad. Sad times, I was hoping I could. Just for kicks and giggles. Alright, I should have marked in my map where I need to go to get the energy sources. Right. There? Alright. Then we could go there. Go down this way, get that one. Swing down, get that one, and then head out. I think that'll be the easiest way to do that. Just gotta watch out for giant saw blades popping out of the ground and zooming along. I love the designs of these anomalies, by the way. Like, I don't know how they thought of some of them, and it's really weird to think of, like, you know, what's the reasoning behind some of these things working the way they do. Like, if you were to try to rationalize it. Also, I want to point something out here. Look at it. Look at all that movement involved there with all the weird little globs and everything inside the anchor. So cool. They really put a lot of cool work into the design of all these things. Not sure why this bollard is just sitting right there, but no, we can do it. Clear, move on. Alright. Is that another square? No, right. I already opened that. That's a tube. If it was another square, I would have been more excited because I'm hoping to get more of those, what are they called? The thermosap crystals. I need so many of those if I really want to make certain things. Well, this is an opportunity for some. Stuff. So satisfying to blow up a whole pile of them like that. Didn't see it pop out. Oh well. I did. Oh, wait. Hold up. Was that from them, or that seems weird? I am fairly confident that sometimes resources and things will just drop out of the sky on you, because this isn't the first time I've had resources do that. I recall it happening in other times I've played, and it's always been a little weird of like, wait, did that just appear? That's just a normal car. I do like that they give some of the vehicles like defining features. Like the Squires have the little rack on the top, so you know that's a Squire. That's the one I can check for armored panels and other good things. That's two zap towers right on top of each other. Or spark towers. Got one. Where's your other one? Are you glitched? Do you have a power source stuck inside of the other towers? Whoa, okay. I got stuck on the thing. Ow. Oh, that's funky. Like, that should not have power. But it does somewhere, so it's got a glitched power unit somewhere, I'm guessing. And yeah, it's a glitch. But in some cases, I kind of view them as features because of just the fun way that some of them interact with each other or provide a story for the game, as it were. It has more range right there. What is that? Oh, that's Ida's shot. Okay. Well, we've actually got a bit of stuff, so I might be able to trade for something good. Let's see what the anomaly 3 is. First things first, anomaly encounters. We were up one of the old fire roads, doing maintenance on a new gate. Dusk was fast approaching. At first, I thought Carlos had his radio on, but then I realized the sound was much too clear. There were dozens of them, moving like a swarm. They were a deep orange, like embers off a fire. Each one of them made a sound of some sort, like wind chimes, but softer. We sat and watched them for an hour before they suddenly faded out. Never seen anything like it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Just let me close it. Thank you. I do love these little these were little quirky notes and references to other anomalies that we never see in the game. It's like, yeah, it could be like, oh man, I wish I could see that in the game. But at the same time, I think it actually helps build the world at the lore, the idea that there are some anomalies that like come and go, or that have changed over time and no longer exist like they used to. But we still might find something other.
I'll admit you caught me off guard. If I just clean up a little, maybe I could actually see the screen.
What have you got for me? Ion shield? Alright. Plasma scrapper. Ooh, that could be really good. So, the plasma scrapper there is actually really sick. It's a better scrapper. It can scrap some things that the normal scrapper can't, and it also generally gets a better resource yield out of the normal stuff that the other one could get. Bio lantern. Oh, that would be so handy as a general item. Okay, I don't have enough.
You'll be back.
Can I find just a little more lying around? I might be able to. I really kind of want that bio lantern.
Think of it. It had been a while since someone visited. Must have taken me somewhere remote. Maybe it's just a sign I should take a vacation.
Must have taken me somewhere remote. I'm guessing she's using some sort of teleportation or transportation device that is letting her stay ahead of the anomaly destruction waves. Because I don't know, it seems odd. That said, or, I don't know, I can't tell if she's like living in that thing, or if it's somehow just connected to wherever she is living. I'm really curious about that because the concept of it all is very strange. But then I don't know how half of these people are living out here at all. I mean, they talk about being in the, pockets of stability, but as we've seen, pockets of stability are a little iffy in this whole world setup. So, is that really it, or is it something else that's keeping them alive?
Welcome to the scrap trap.
Enough? Yes.
That one does have a bit of a ring to it.
Okay. Please and thank you. Oh, oh, I have to go here to check out purchase.
Every piece of scrap from you is time saved for me.
Where's my head? Ah, there it is. Yes. Okay, this will help in the night. Now, if you're playing without brighter nights, it's a must. Right now, with playing with brighter nights on, you can actually kind of see where you're going when night hits. But trust me, if you do not have it, have a light source, when night comes otherwise, you can't see a thing. This is really nice though. Like, also it looks sick. Check that out. Look at the way the light fluctuates on those. And then I turn it on, it's gonna get really bright. And then turn it off again to preserve it. It's awesome. Alright, we're gonna stick that in there for now. Since we're in the daylight, I don't really need it. But I'm gonna replace my normal flashlight with that one. I'll stick this over here and either use it as an easy access item or something along those lines. Okay. Now that we've done all that, we've checked some resources, some logs, we've gotten all those things. I'm gonna cut it here, I think. This looks like a good spot to cut it until more stuff happens. Because since this is a perpetual stability area, I need to do some resource gathering, especially for chemicals and electric components. I need to do some running off into other sections of this place that I normally wouldn't have time to. Like this Arda trailer over here.
Interesting thing about those anchor plugs, they use limb technology to stake down pockets of stability in an area. Basically, they delay how quickly you're turned into Swiss cheese out there.
That was odd, but it wouldn't be the first time something like that's happened. Alright, let me see here. I forgot to turn off that. Do some quick checks. Works. Huh? Yeah, we got a quirk. Let's see, when steering wheel goes left, back left door opens. And it apparently doesn't react well to me from the other. Double check it one more time. Yep. Steering wheel goes left. Okay. Well, didn't have a ton of stuff happen while, like, got a good bit of resources out of it, but not a whole lot going on otherwise. Rear left is opened. Steering wheel goes left. Okay, I did that wrong. I have to do steering wheel goes left. Rear left door opens. There we go. How did I not have that one pop up before? I wonder if the quirk changed? Oh wait, it was? I was just gonna use one of the mechanics kits I just have lying around, I guess. But, yeah, that makes me wonder. I'm pretty sure that quirk wasn't. Like, I'm pretty sure we'll have noticed that one before during my previous testing. So I'm kind of wondering if the quirk changed over time. Very weird. If someone could bring me any metal scraps they have, I'd really appreciate it. There's just so much left to do, and it takes so long. It's dangerous, too. It'll be a fair trade, I promise. I've got some really good stuff here. Okay. That is definitely Ida with trade stuff. Because who else would be making that comment? Alright, we did it. We have...
You trying to figure out how to pay me a visit? Don't bother. By regular standards, I'm about 10 miles west of you. In zone terms, consider me on another planet. There's a valley of perpetual instability enclosing my corner of the zone, and yes, I chose to live here for that exact reason. Leave an old woman in peace.
does make me wonder if there isn't a way. But, okay, so it looks like I have to do one more run out to this place now in order to be able to go to this place. But we have the route. And I can do it in 2 jumps now thanks to finding the highway. So that's really good. We can progress much quicker. Before I move on though, I did find a lot of logs while I was gathering resources. So, let's see what they say. First, anomaly encounters 1. So I was in the deep zone. Sorry, I was about to say deep in the zone. But yeah. So I was in the deep zone, taking notes. I screwed up a page and threw it aside. That was when it first happened. Something I couldn't see, but I swear it was there. Ate the paper I dropped. Later I would hear it rummaging in the dumpsters. It's all those old journals we tossed as part of the move. Those drew it out. It would eat cardboard too. I heard you could get it to follow you by dropping scraps as you walked. You'd never see a thing though. It was like a ghost, but you'd sure hear it. So a tree eater? Or maybe specifically paper eating. Cardboard, kind of in between. Alright. But interesting. Oh, we got all the lab reports now. Let's see, new one was 3. I'm delayed to report that the radioactive shielding has been a runaway success. We barely had trace readings inside the landing module, the command module, and the cargo module. We can now confirm that we have created the most radiation-resistant material humanity has ever known. We've shipped the last of the panels and materials back to Arda Engineering for further analysis, but I see no reason they can't be used again on the next mission. The degradation is minimal. I'm excited to show you the full analysis in person. Meet you in the Arda cafeteria on Thursday. About 5 here. Almost 150 years ago, William Sturgeon demonstrated the first electromagnet. Lifting 9 pounds of iron with the current taken from a single battery. The doors to electromagnetic research were thrown open that day. Tomorrow we'll take what may be the most significant step forward since Sturgeon. LIM technology has allowed us to shape smaller, denser, and even more powerful electromagnets. I keep wanting to say electromagnetics, that's why I keep putting that weird inflection on there, because my brain's going, electromagnetics. And it's like, no, electromagnets. Electromagnets. This year, we demonstrated the most efficient pulsed field magnet to date, running even cooler than we had expected. It's all been prelude to what comes next. For tomorrow, my friends, we shall switch on the most powerful electromagnet yet devised. It's going to get a little warm down in Lab 5. But what we'll be demonstrating will also be stable, safe, and very exciting. It's all thanks to our research, your research, here at Arda. And then that led to Lab Report 6, which was like, yeah, there's problems. So that makes me wonder what exactly they deployed after all that stuff that went wrong. Alright, meetings number 3. Agenda. Issues arising from Reginald Stanley Robinson's minute-taking. Correct use of Oxford comma. That's a debate. As someone who studied English, I can tell you that's a debate that is probably never going to end. Appropriate levels of alcoholic consumption during versus after SSR meetings. Or SSR, yeah, meetings. Effects of later upon former. Arising concerns, Dr. Ophelia Turner articulated a difficulty being heard amongst lively male discussion. Dr. Ophelia Turner presented data detailing number of interruptions by other SSR members. Action items. Members to raise their hands before speaking during presentations. Upon discussion, to be mindful of interruption. Reginald Stanley Robinson to catalog all such. AOB. Whiskey tasting. Courtesy of Dr. Ophelia Turner. Interesting. Alright, and the mailman. I got this one out of one of the mail tubes. Shame it's not the first one, but alright. Number 3 for now. We'll see what the other ones turn up eventually, probably. Are you kidding me? Someone's pouring liquid into the pneumatube system? Usually it's coffee, other times it's cough syrup or soap solutions. I'm baffled. Firstly, why? Secondly, everyone's denied responsibility. We installed sensors to trace its source. As far as we can tell, the liquid just appears. There are no entry points, no cracks in the tube, no leaks in packages. How is this possible? It's a series of tubes, no fancy limb shenanigans. I need to get to the bottom of this. Immediately. That's hilarious. Also, as someone who worked in custodial before, I can tell you, like, sometimes things get done by people, things happen, and you just, like this character here, are just like, but why? Why are they sticking gum on the bottom of everything? It's stupid, and it's a pain to clean off. Just throw it in the garbage. There's a garbage can literally 5 feet away in the same classroom you're in. I worked in custodial while I was in college. Yeah. And trust me, there were far worse things than gum that I had to clean up. Alright. So that's all our fun reading catch up on the lore and whatnot. Yeah, looks like I have to make another run before we can hit the next story element. So I'll cut it here. And looks like I have to do fairly minimal repairs on my car. Thanks to, I found some of those heartbeat anomalies, the ones that heal your car. I learned something. They can only heal you by a certain amount. So if you're really beat up, they can't fix you to full. But they will fix you up a bit. I learned this because I had damage all over my car from some stuff, and I got up to one, and it healed up like the first half of my car, and then it was like, I'm done. And I found another one that healed up some more of it, so that's why I don't have to do nearly as much fixing this time around. Though I do definitely need to do more gas refill and battery refill, and I want to add a few things probably to my car. Since I've got the technology for it, I've got a holder here. Yeah, I should probably add like an extra battery or an extra gas tank. And I should look into what else I can research that'll be of use. But for now, I'm closing it up. I'm going to cut here, and we'll see what comes up next. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm back. Just preparing for the next bit of the journey, but wanted to share this with you. Idea, kids TV show, but anomaly. Something that demystifies them. Makes them friendly and approachable. Possibly do it with puppets. Do not mention the Mount Walker massacre. What do you think? Call me puppet? What? Okay, that got weird at the end there, but I think this is a reference to Control. It's done by the same people who did Alan Wake. It's in the Alan Wake universe. Control is. And in Control, they have a puppet show for the kids that they're trying to raise to be the new director, and it involves talking about anomalies and working with them. I think that's a reference to it. Alright, otherwise we're making good progress here. I'm about ready to head out. I just made a liberator, though, because I went out to the, let me put this in 6, there. Because I just went out here to check this vehicle, and it was an abandoned squire this time. And it's got some armored stuff, so I'm going to just pop those off and put them on my vehicle, I think. There's one. And an off-road tire, I'll just take a spare. And another armored tire. Yeah, this is paying off dividends. I also found all this stuff in the trunk. And I learned something. If the trunk's sealed, use a crowbar to open it. Otherwise you risk breaking some of the stuff inside or reducing what you get out of it. So, yeah, that can be bad. Alright, let's toss this in. Yes, good resources. Ah, yes. My goodness. Alright, now I have to do some work on repairs and the like. I do want to show you a few other things I made, by the way. Because I have just the thing for some of this. See this odd contraption here? This is the matter regenerator. So I can put these items in here for repairs while I'm out. I don't know if it'll fix the flak or not, but it will at least prep them for later use. I don't think I'll put these on my car right now, in fact, as a result of all this. But if I put them in here, they'll be all fixed up for once I get back. And that would be awesome. Steel panel plate. Really need a steel. We're good. Recycle that one. I think they must have made some good out of that one. Alright, but let this be a good lesson to you. Be sure to check the outside areas at the garage, because sometimes you get some good stuff out here that, like, every once in a while really good stuff will show up out here that you may not normally get otherwise. And yeah, this is awesome. And I've got extras for the off-road tires, and I've got like the armored panel and armored door. I'll just equip on my car later once I get back, because I've got some steel stuff that I do want to replace with better stuff eventually. But that was a perfectly worthwhile use of a liberator right there. Oh, another thing I should show you. Over here at the equipment station here, I've actually done a few things. Given myself much better radiation protection, a bit of protection against, being knocked around. Should I do that? Yeah, why not? This will give me a bit more protection against being electrocuted as well. So you just do that, research it, and you're equipped. And that's basic stuff that will help me in my survival overall. Alright, now I just need to store a few things, and we're good to go. We've got plenty of healing, plenty of all this other stuff. Let's stick the remaining bit of Liberator in here. Ease of use. And yeah, it looks like in order to get here... Oh, I also upgraded the antenna, so now I can scan 3 areas, so I can go like that. But I could also click up here and be like, well, what if I wanted to go up here instead? And now I've got options. I've got one more scan I can use. So I got 3 scans per time I hit somewhere. Glittering boulders are plentiful. I have no idea. Oh, those are those things that make you shoot off super fast. I hate this anomaly. Anchor obfuscation. It makes it so the map doesn't show you where the anchors are. At least not where nearly as accurately. It's a pain. Ooh, eerie darkness. So dark, anchor party. Anchors are plentiful. Okay, so yeah, so we definitely want to go to this target, not only because it'll progress us to be able to reach this area to proceed with the story, but also because that's some good stuff. Also, anchor party here too. What is this? Exit gateway, anchor party, battery sapping, rate battery consumption is increased. Swift storm instability will start closing in right away. Okay, so that one's a get in and get out, but with the additional, let me just save. With the additional anchors issues up there, I think we'll be fine. And that, I believe, will do all that for the prep we need. Oh, I also installed a. That's actually one last thing I should say real quick. Right back here, I installed a lead acid battery, which is hilarious to read about, by the way. Lead acid battery. This can't possibly be safe. Look at it. It's too big. It's too wobbly. It won't fit under the hood. It won't fit under the seat. This is the work of a maniac. I just thought that was funny. And a lot of the car upgrades kind of have that kind of text to them. Alright. I think that's everything I want to go over here since we got back from the last trip. And I'll just wait until we get to the next area before I cut it, just in case they do some more dialogue. I don't think they will, because we already got some dialogue from on the last trip, but just in case. Yeah, we want to go here. Oh, actually, there is something I want to show you. If you take a highway, it does something a little different. You also have this. This is just a little travel. This is the highway. Before you get to the zone the highway takes you to. Usually you can. It's usually moderately safe. You can run into a few things, but it sometimes also has the opportunity of grabbing a few extra resources while you're out and about, which is really handy at times. More healing, good. I don't want that. And we got a poetry by Tobias. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to that or not. Let's see. Poetry by Tobias. Amongst silver bark and silver light on a chill and silent moonlit night, they came at first in groups of 6, no sound, no words, no calls betwixt. With prying eyes and prying sight, they ventured left and ventured right, to pick apart our world's remains, as scavengers are lost their gain. Never mind, that was actually really good. I like that. Thank you, Tobias. I'm actually looking forward to finding the rest of his stuff, because if you like that, I'm happy with it. That's the sort of poetry I like. Like, some people talk about poetry and modern poetry and are like, but it shouldn't have rhymes and stuff anymore, or everything like that. I'm a big fan of older poetry where it did rhyme. Call me weird, call me old-fashioned. I like rhyming poetry, rather than stuff that's just like, and this is a message about this, which goes like this. No, I want my poetry to rhyme and be interesting to read and all of that. Weather's really coming down here. Okay, I definitely want to go in here. There's some good stuff in that thermoplasticals. There's the door. But I really want to get in here and get these resources because I need chemicals so badly. I burned through everything, needs some upgrades done. And yeah. Ooh, another one. Anomaly encounters 4. Okay, that could be fun. I wasn't expecting to find so many story elements right here on our way in. that. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is radioactive anyway, slightly, and bad for my health. Now then, logbook. Not that one. This one. No, this isn't like that hat guy. This is something else. I never see the face, but it's always a figure, a shadow, kind of fuzzy and gray. A bunch of us have all had the same kind of dreams now. We'll be in the forest somewhere. The figure is always beside us. Hard to see. It points towards something. And when we wake up, there's always something where it had pointed. In the real-life version of that place. One time it was this nest of stuff like frog spawn. Another time it was the first crawler in the zone. And once it was what was left of Jack. Okay, there's a lot to unpack in this one sentence message here. So the Hat Man's a whole like sleep paralysis demon discussion, if I recall correctly. Like there's a lot to do with the Hat Man and stories about that, and yeah. But so this is suggesting there is an evolution of that instead of the Hat Man necessarily, or some dream wandering critter, weird dark thing. Instead, it's something that points to things in your dream of a real place, and then when you go to that place where it was pointing in real life, you find something you find something there that was in the dream, like those remains from who had disappeared, or some of the new anomalies. That's great. I love that. That's the world building right there. That's lore. Also, apologies if my voice is a little wonky. I've got a bit of a cold. I've also been listening to Fooster and... Ooh, I didn't know there were these in the tunnels. Sorry. Distraction. To listening to Fooster and Fist playing games on YouTube. So my accent might have adjusted slightly as I'm listening to some Swedes and Brits and whatnot. Tends to cause my accent to shift a little bit. It may have gone back to normal by now, but it's sometimes a little hard for me to tell. Funky? They sell toilet paper here? Dude, grab that. That's like a hot commodity, I bet. Oh, yes. Man, I'm getting loaded. I haven't even hit the first zone yet. I'm in the highway to the zone, which usually has like nothing. I mean, look at it. It's literally a straight line. You're just traveling from point A to point B. You don't have to worry about collapses, to the best of my knowledge. You don't have to worry about most things. There's occasion. I can't remember if there's any anomalies usually. I think there may be a couple on occasion, but if so, not many. Is that another one? Or is that closed? That might just be a closed spot. I don't think that opens. It does. I have got to pay way more attention to tunnels from now on. This is amazing. I love this. This is I don't know if this used to be a thing in the older versions of the game, but I love it. Okay, notice unsafe to enter, and I cannot read that. It's like glitched, I think, or in code. Can't tell. Anything else in here? I think that's it. I probably should have brought my light in. Oh. Not worth it to hang around. But, man, I am so excited just for finding all that new stuff there. I love the lore of this game. Already? Whoa, okay. What is going on with this? Oh, this door doesn't. Okay. Hang on. Let me get my light so I can be 100% sure I'm not just screwing this up somehow. That can go on 6. Yeah, okay, I'm not. It looks cool, though. I love the look of that door. Oh, nope. Cancel that. not mean to push that, but that would be a major waste of resources of my poor battery power. Forgot I didn't pull all that off. And I stopped here because I'm dumb and I was just expecting to get out. But alright, yeah, so I had no idea that you could go into those little side nooks. That's phenomenal. I think that's a sealed door. Yeah, that's a sealed door. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Sealed. Maybe it's because maybe the last time when I first went into tunnels and checked things out, it was all just sealed doors, and I didn't even think about looking beyond that. But even so, that's really cool. It's weird little details like that excite me about the world setup and the world building in these games. That's a good feel. Uno moments. Okay, I don't care about that. So I found out the peculiar trait basically means it's non-repairable. It'll just wear out into it's gone. Okay, so what type of tires do you have? Summer tires? I don't care. Don't care about that. But you had some other goods. Let's load that up. Pop that back in there for the sake of my own inventory. This highway has been a gold mine. I didn't expect to find nearly all of this stuff here. But here we are, pulling gobs of lore, gobs of loot, all of it out of this place. Oh, hey. Didn't realize I was on quite as much of a slope. And you can run yourself over with the car, by the way, so always be careful of that. Just like you might expect in real life. You step in front of the car or behind the car, wherever direction it's moving, it'll just run into you. It's a car. I don't know if you can jump out while moving. I really don't want to test that right now. Nope, let's not let the intrusive stop it. Okay, we're moving, we're going, we're good. Let's turn off our lights. Save on some battery unless this next area ends up being extra dark. But we know this area is going to be collapsing real quick, so we're going to have to move fast. So, in this case, I won't plan on grab everything in this place of major importance, but I will try to aim for certain things. Okay, we'll grab those two energy sources because they're right there. And then we'll cut down. Oh, I really want to get that receiver signal. That's a bit of lore right there. And it's right near close to our exit, so let's move fast. Yeah, I think I can make this work. Okay, we're good. Turn on the... You know, let's see if this does make a difference. This is a nasty storm. Okay. Well, so much for cutting the video where I was planning to, because we are running into way more cool stuff than I anticipated. Wait, is that? That's not normal. I mean, of course it's not normal, but how do I explain? Alright, we're going to turn around. Get ready to go. The color's different. That's not a stable limb unit. That's an unstable one, I think. But I'm going to hold off on grabbing that one right first, because I want to grab the other one. Right there. Just because... Yeah, these are unstable. Okay, so advantage of going into that swarm area on the travel map seems to be that it is where I can get hold of unstable energy sources. Yeah, look at it. That's way redder. unstable anchor. Let's see. Oh, look inside. It even looks... Whoa, it's warping and twisting. The container is all unstable. Oh, I almost got electrocuted. Okay. Yeah, that is phenomenal. I love it. Note to self. These areas could actually be really good for me, depending on what type of energy I'm going for. I was thinking I'd have to wait until I got through the second zone before I got unstable energy. Because I'm pretty sure it appears there more. But it looks like we're good to get stuff out here. And that's really... Oh, shoot. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What did I just get? Oh, I got hit by a full arm. Okay. Please don't hit my car. Thank you. Thank you. Moving on. Hello. That's funny. I don't know what you do. Get off my car. It's probably bad. It looks like radiation. Let's see if we can get some. Oh, lead laid out. And the place is starting to collapse as we expected. Alright, we have to move. No time to play around and grab all of the goodies. Shoot. Yeah, no. Okay, I was turning around because I was thinking I'd drive back up and go that way. But, no, we have to move now. So. I have to really skedaddle. Oh, hey, radiation is really setting in on this whole area. This is an unhappy zone. Alright, we're going to get some air. No matter what, because it's not worth trying to go around that. Okay, a little too far. Didn't want to get quite that much air. Good. Oh, shoot, I should scan those. Those are a new anomaly, a new tourist type, electric tourist. Okay. Right, yeah, here I was thinking I'd be cutting it well before that, and now we're going to keep right into new things. And a whole lot of them. And this is very chaotic. I really hope I can get out of this alive and not die for it. Alright, looks like we're pretty good to just follow this road. And for the time being, other than the clear pile of things in the way, don't worry about the electrocution with our oh, I have to watch out for that. I've already scanned one of those. That's a bike puddle or something like that, I think is what it's called. Anyway, it's an anomaly that pops the tires. That purple thing on the ground there. Not fun times. Alright, I really want to get that green item on the map though. Yeah, well, since we got the lightning rod, man, I really would love to stop to grab that lead, but moving on. Yeah, the lightning rod will recharge my battery by taking electrical damage that we've been exposed to. So it's really handy in a lot of ways. Yeah, I would love to get that lead, but for the sake of my health, we will not. We'll go out of the way. Maybe go down one more road. And take a right. Thankfully, the zone is actually closing in really slowly from the far end, it looks like. So I think we'll have time to do this. Alright, this way. Man, this place is really unstable. I guess that's what I get for going into a place that had some major danger signs on it. Woohoo! Oh man, once again, wish I had time to sort it all out and dig through it, because these areas probably have a ton of goodies, including chemicals and other things I want. But I don't think I have time. Misty here. I need to find a way around this fence. We're just going to Kill the engine, kill the lights, brakes on, power off. And then... Alright, hopefully those electric bursts stay away from my car over there. I'm gonna run out and grab that. Then we'll see what timing is looking like in regards to the potential of getting other babies. Can I break this fence? I can! Stick! I wasn't sure I could. I thought I would have to go around it. Nope, just cut my way through it. Okay. Yeah, this should be a special transmission type deal. Serious radio recording.
I have the distinct honor to introduce to you the American people, a new scientific frontier with a raw power like limb technology in the good hands of true patriots like Dr. Ophelia Turner. The potential is limitless. On this day, we welcome our Faraday future.
Feels like some talk show or something.
The year is 1955. Dr. Ophelia Turner is standing next to President Koch, the top of her head barely clearing his shoulder.
Inventory for now.
She stands, stiff-backed, her hazel eyes affixed on the glass and steel chamber in front of her. She does not appear to breathe until a ball of light appears out of thin air. The sight is tremendous, a lightning bolt frozen mid-strike, and the reaction immediate. The gathering audience roars with excitement and spontaneous applause. On Dr. Turner, only a tightening of her lips indicates that she hears the audience at all. Dr. Turner and President Koch pose for a picture, and she does not smile even then. That picture is the image splashed across newspapers and science journals for the next decade. The mother of limb technology, they called her. The angel of a new age. The newspapers at that time laid the titles on thick while peddling the impending utopia. Then she recedes into the bowels of a government research facility. She's never seen again in public. There are scant appearances here and there in blink-and-you-miss-it promotional videos and blatant propaganda fodder, and then she and the promise of limb technology disappear.
Where's that door? How did I get turned around enough to not be able to find the door now? There it is. Whew. I mean, it's dark in there, sure, but I still really lost that door there for a bit. Let's see if we can check up there real quick. That looks cool. Also really tall. That is a tall tower. Alright, can we get in? We can. Uh-oh. That sounds like something in trouble. Rubber for... what? Rubber for gas cylinders. See if I have a... nope, not rubber. Okay. Moving on. Not sure where that bunny is that I'm hearing. Sounds like there's some bunnies down below though. Or something. Alright, I'll be careful getting down. There we go. We've raided this place really well. So yeah, that was a weird transmission, a special transmission that seems to be background for Ophelia Turner. I'm not going for that stuff. Thanks. Judging from the way that I was talking, it sounds like some talk show host that she was on when she developed limb technology. And then, but before she maybe got picked up by Limtech or something. I don't know. It feels like something that was there for a while and then she just disappeared from the public knowledge. Probably got tied up in government hush-hush, don't talk about it stuff. You know, be quiet, secret tech. Could be wrong, but that's kind of what I'm reading into that. Glad we were able to pick it up. Let's move. Get it in here. There's more chemicals. You're not grabbing my light. I'm getting tired of being blind. Where's the door? As I say, and go around all the way around without finding the opposite side. Okay. Go on in. Can I not jump in this? Is this too high up? Okay, we'll jump on here, and we'll jump. Wow. This is a tough one. There we go. Okay. Chemicals. Yes, I need you. Back myself up a bit while we're at it. The race is on. Sometimes it's nice to turn the light off just to better find items that don't stick out as well. And the light. What advantage of the nighttime runs? Okay. We are good to go. I can just go around quicker this way. Now it's time to get out, because we have definite danger closing in, and no real bonus to hanging around here any longer than we already are. Is that off? Let me make sure. Okay. Don't want it to burn out. It's an expensive item. Here comes some weird stuff. This is gonna be a little bumpy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh man, fog. It's great though, I love the look of all this. I've lost the side of the road. There we go, back on the road. Oh, it cost a small trip. Sorry guys, can't play with you. Gotta go. For the battery. Okay, here we go. Left. Speed. Sometimes I'd like to stop right at the exit to patch up my car if necessary. Just so that I'm not eating into the next zone's time limit for repairs. But we've got that wave coming in a little close, and none of my car pieces are like in critical shape right now. So we're just gonna move on. Alright, we'll go here. And then I wonder if it would just let me continue on to the next area. I don't think it will. I think I have to go back now and then make another run to get up to the storyline. Yeah, there's no exits from this area. Ooh, but there is another signal. So, we're just gonna go to here. Eerie darkness, anchor. Ah, man. Oh, this darkness is deep darkness. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring my light with me. Like, wow, I can't see anything barely with the lights on. Especially with the fog. This actually makes the fog a problem. Go around, keep my traction. This is awesome though, I love it. Don't think my system scrambled by that. Alright, we're just gonna park here and Let's grab that. Yeah, I am gonna need my light. Okay. Light. Source. Check. No, I don't want to lock that up. Then, gotta kill the lights. Kill those lights, just for the sake of my battery. Click to mark that. Let's go. Okay, much better. Good light source. Let's move, I don't want to waste it. Can I swap it off? No. Okay, so I have to have it out and running in order to actually see anything with it. That's good to know. Ooh, there's all sorts of stuff over here. But I got stuck on it. Oh yes, totally normal house with radiation and weird floating things. I'm sure all this is usable resources and totally not dangerous.
The press coverage of LIM technology is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at first. In the decade between 1955 to 1965, LIM is called many things. The promise of the future, the herald of a new age, the never spoken of again. You don't have to dig very deep for the gaps in the story to emerge. The presidential demonstration is the only physical proof we ever see of it. Compared to the Manhattan Project, developed under airtight shroud of secrecy, why was LIM paraded around in the papers? And if it really was the technological quantum leap to answer all our wildest dreams, why did it blink out of existence? The story of LIM technology is one hell of a maze, and the key to it is a woman named Dr. Ophelia Turner. Did Ophelia Turner, by all measure a failed physicist as far as her public record goes, truly invent LIM technology? Or was she held up as a Rosie the Riveter for the Cold War? An atomic Annie to excite the masses during the no-holds-barred race against the Soviet Union? Was she a myth, martyr, or monster? A figment of the imagination? True savior? Or a convenient scapegoat? I'm Chiaki Sarahashi, and in this 9-part series, I aim to find out.
Alright. More lore. We are walking some rough terrain here. Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Go up. Right, this is a stabilized one. Oh, I did not mean to throw that. I meant to click it off. Yeah. There we go. Whoa! Hey, what is that? Oh, another way. Alright, everybody's tackling you guys. Okay. Maybe we'll get some more lore to build off of. Ooh. Dumpster pearl. A really big one. Okay. I'm happy with that. Alright. Thank you for this giving off the light, and thank you for having my indicator on which direction my car is. Always a thing, because that is beyond helpful towards getting back where I need to. Oh, this is the normal darkness. It's advanced darkness. I like this concept though too, that the darkness itself could be an anomaly. Like the light source, the light levels can be anomalous. And that's what's going on here. Is literally, there is some sort of anomalous levels of light, or lack thereof. But we're gonna go in here, we're gonna put that in there. That's gonna come out. That's gonna go in. That's all the valuable stuff I don't want to risk accidentally falling off my vehicle without my noticing or be able to retrieve. And we've got that place. We'll leave that door open, ready to catch it, and wow, this darkness is very advanced darkness. Okay. Love it. Can I get up here? I can. Good. Parkour, hardcore parkour. Our guy is in actually really good shape. We're maintaining a steady run, going up a really steep hill or mountainside here. As someone who's climbed mountains, not just hills, but mountains, before, I can say that is a major workout. You following me? Okay, the downside is I have to come back here twice, don't I? Ooh, I need this. Got time, might as well grab it. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna get out of that. Radiation zone, great. Alright, we'll grab this one. There's the other one over there. I'll come back for it. Get out of the radiation zone. Oh, there's a new radiation zone. I love, look at that spread, how that's working. That's great. I love the design for all of these anomalies too. I think I've mentioned it before, but I really do love how they've designed a lot of this game function and how they have a lot of this stuff actually working. I'm stuck on this cart there. Going this way. Going down slowly. Fall on my face. Go. Alright. Little hops. Ooh, slow down. So hard to see where I'm going. Cliffside. Okay. I could still fall to my death if this was a steeper cliff. Going good. We're good. Alright. That's marking another one. What's the zone for that? Okay. You know, I don't know if there's actually a maximum of how much I can take back with me. I'm really not sure if there's a max, like, after this point, you can't carry any more, actually, in the car. Because it looks like there's a meter on the right side there that fills up, but usually it's more of an indicator of, here's how much you need in order to activate a portal to get back, and then here's how much you have more beyond that or before you get to that point. So I don't know if it's actually a measure of max capacity carry, or if it's just a, here's, you have enough to do a teleportation speed. Any and all warp jumps. Okay. I think this is going to be the last one I grab, though, because probably after this is going to get real dicey. Anything good over here? This one we already grabbed. Oh, so I missed it. Okay, it is the one I grabbed before, but I did miss a map. The other one right over here. What is that? Oh, a truck right next to it? Sick. This Special off-road tire limb trucks. Not worth coming back for grabs, just because. No, not worth it. Insulated headlight, that's worth grabbing. I don't have a lot of good headlights. You know, do that and that. Where did it go? Is it in my hands? It is. Okay. Let's move that and that. That to there. Much better. Okay. Then, yeah, we're totally not in a complete danger zone. Any more chemicals over here? I really need more chemicals. I see some chemicals in there. Can I reach them? Alright, not a lot in there. This one open. Open sesame. I'm up. There we go. Diagonal. See that almost. Let's use this healing, because I see that we are about at 50% anyway, so worth it. Is it in here? Not locked, so probably not. I have noticed that they do actually reward you for, like, say, if it's locked, usually there's better stuff in it. So this one's actually pretty good. So, I don't know. Not quite sure what to make. There's my target. Nope, never mind, that's not my target. This is an interesting one. Wishbone. Already got a wishbone one in my car that I haven't found a good opening spot for. So, we're just gonna move on. Let's grab the energy and get out of here. I think we've got enough resources to really tide us over as far as grabs go, and this zone is probably gonna start collapsing here before too long. Plus, I think we've started finally quieted down on the level of new goodies we're finding. Wait, is that another big truck? You there. It is another big truck. Okay, junker steering wheel. What are those? Don't care about the paints. Decal animal stripes. Decal sketchy. Don't care. Alright. New cosmetic steering wheel. Stick. Now we grab this and we get back to the car. Crash into everything. Go this way, cut around the radiation zone. Alright, at this point it's not even worth cutting until after we get back. We got so much stuff. And I do think it's important to show some of the gameplay here and there. Not just go, hey, here's the main storyline. Here's the main storyline. As you can see, though, a lot of the gameplay is run out into the zone, try not to die while you grab goodies, and then duck back to your vehicle, try to get out of the zone before it collapses, get back, hopefully make a net win of resources versus cost, and also be able to upgrade your stuff. Anomaly Studies 3. ARDA, cat reference 214, cited consistently between late 1959 and early 1961. This anomaly was attracted to AM transmitters broadcasting at particular shortwave category represents. Shortwave bands, about the size of a bird, roughly spherical, chrome-like, and able to fly through unknown means. This anomaly would latch itself to broadcast antenna and begin to dissolve, or perhaps consume, the metal. Stubborn and difficult to dislodge, this anomaly began to disappear when zone personnel began using different frequencies. That's weird. So, an anomaly that ate antennas, but only on certain frequencies? It would seem to be interested. That's weird. Sort of like anti-jamming device, or like, hey, get off my frequency, aggressive style. Alright, what else have we got here? I mean, I might grab that one just on the way out. Where is the zone end? I'd have to park the car right there. Yeah, I might just grab that one last power source just to grab it. But it looks like I'm gonna have to be careful about how I do things. Put that in there. That in there. Did not mean to chuck that. Oh well. I'm not that. We're just gonna get out of here. I think we're as loaded up on resources we can really get in a viable fashion. Where's my door jammed? Okay, maybe I got caught on something that happens sometimes, or this could be a quirk hack. Yep. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Held E to guide to close. Follow the road. Looks like I can turn off the windshield wipers. We're making it out pretty good here, considering we went through some rough terrain and a lot of rough events and whatnot. We got a little... Whoa, whoa. Was that the rabbit? No, the rabbit. The electric button, but it was a little funky. It seemed oddly dim there for a bit. Oh, nope, went too far. I gotta back up. I need to back up enough for the teleportation zone to reactivate. Okay. Back. And we get something. But that's okay. We're in where we need to be. So, do that. Activate that. That goes there. This will give me a minute to scout out the general, see if there's any major anomaly issues in my overall direction, as well as get some goodies. Don't really need to replenish my gas right now, and we're making enough progress fast enough. We should be able to get the energy and get out and make it to the exit back to the garage before my gas tank gets low. Running, nothing kills me. That's a big something. Looked like something from a power station. Yeah, here's Trip Anomaly. Around that. Back into every tree. It's there. Okay, we're done. Now we leave. And hope we don't die. You don't want that on? Go on that one. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking Either it's tied to that. Yeah, I think my door just jammed. Sometimes that can happen, especially if there's like a rock or something nearby the door when you open it. It can lead to something. Alright, let's boogie. We just follow this road, it should take us right where we need it. That sign on the dashboard. Does that mean a storm's incoming, or does that mean something else that I don't know about? Probably, maybe better than I know. Not gonna ask questions right now. That's gonna try. Does that mean? That's fine. I don't care. I've got a protected attack. Red Woman, which is holding out very nicely. Let's not ride the ramp. There are times and places for fun gymnastics in a car. This is not that time. Oh, that is closing in fast with a lot of battle. Good. We're gonna get out of here, no problem. This is would be one of our nicer extractions, it looks like. I've had a lot work. Cut around. There's yeah, there goes some resources, but way too far out there, and we're already hitting the red destruction level of the anomaly zone collapse. No, we're not going for that. Not going for that payload. I think there's an achievement for making the transition back while being completely airborne, which I have not ever accomplished. Okay, this is really good though. We got some.
I'm marginally impressed. Not bad, newbie.
This makes it sound like she does this sort of thing herself at times. And to the best of my knowledge, I'm the only one here with a car that can do any of this. Alright. But, okay. I'm gonna have to search for quirks, I'm gonna have to do some repairs. Let's check this. More like fax machine, am I right? Is this thing talking to me? I get a sense that it may be talking. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or what. Grab those. Grab those. Grab that. I think that's all of those I had. Okay. Open inventory. Swap that in. Then, let's see, that one. Yeah. Junker steering wheel. Rally steering wheel. Let's try the Junker one. One person's trash is another person's treasure. Or steering wheel. Yeah, let's swap that. What's that we got right now? Got that. The logo. Standard issue art equipment. Reappropriated. I just don't have another sticker that I really like. Hoping I'll find something eventually. Straight ally sticker? Huh. Didn't even know that was a thing they had a fight for. Okay. I kind of like that one almost, just because it looks like, it reminds me of a Pink Floyd sign. But, moving on. Let me see here. Okay, open. Store all those. Good. Alright, now I can show you guys how this works though. Now you look at here. It repaired the flat even. I didn't have to waste the sealing kit on it. So all these items are fully healed now. And I can just pop them off out of here and into my vehicle, which is great. And I can, yeah, just move on with not having to waste a bunch of time on that. Or repairs and whatnot on any of the things that are have seen some wear and tear. Actually, it looks like my off-road tires are all doing great. I may not need to replace those at all right now. I'll just save those. Or wait, what is this one? A steel door? Yeah, I guess I gotta replace one. Alright. Well, let's keep these spare tires in here. This door, however, I'm sure I can find a good spot for. How about this one? And boom! New door. Doesn't match so much, but you know, we can work on that, or just live without. And put that one to repair that. Take this panel. Then, all right. Now we got an armored panel. All right, we're slowly getting there with making armor paneling. Really, I should probably just work on replacing all the steel paneling with other stuff. Because armor paneling would be good, as well as lead paneling. Because radiation's always a major pain in the butt in this game. And lead paneling would help. Shoot, I still don't have enough unstable energy to get the advanced workbench. So that's off the charts, off the table for now. Oh, ooh, I could make the plasma scrapper out of that. Okay, let me consider. Could also get the resource radar. That could be worth it. I kind of find stuff pretty well on my own anyway. Alright, let's unlock the plasma scrapper. Plasma scrapper. Grab it. Grab it. That'll be a nice addition to my collection of tools. And I think I need another locker. Expanded locker. Because I'm noticing I'm running out of room real quick in here. Okay. Does this go next to this one? It looks like it does. Yes. I love this construction method in this game. Yeah, that's so nice there. New room. And any other things I can make before we call it a day. Advanced workbench. Okay, I could make the blowtorch. I don't think it's something I really want to be able to build. I really want to build, but it's not bad to be able to have it as an option. Now it needs corrupted energy. Alright. Hiccups. That one takes unstable energy too. Carbon fiberglass. Junction thing. Rapid refill pump. I don't. Experimental charging station. How does that make a difference though? Just parts lockers? Store a part per locker in this grid to make tripping over discarded bumpers and stubbing your toes on spare tires a thing of the past. Pneumatics. You know, let's try this parts locker. I just need a certain one. I can pump it to this. There we go. I don't think I've ever made a parts locker before, so I don't actually know what that looks like. Let's try it. I just stuck a couple tires away in the corner. Ooh, it goes in weird spots. Alright. Sure. How big is this thing? Oh, okay, it's a lot bigger than it looks like it's going to be. Oh, that is a lot of room for spare parts. Okay, let me try this. Oh, I can only hold one spare part per, though. Is that what it's telling me? Wait, still seems to be weird here. No? Am I missing something? Or is this a glitch? Parts lockers. Should this not be able to fit? Okay, now I'm confused. Did I not do this right? I'm still in some retire. I should just junk that. Take us up more room than I want. Okay, let's try the steel door. Will that fit? What am I missing? Did I misunderstand something about this? Oh, okay. I have to press R like that. I don't open it like a normal locker. Ah. Alright, so it doesn't work like that. So, okay. I can make this work. It's really weird, though. I don't know why I can't put stuff in like a normal locker. But still, I can just toss stuff in each one. So it's 1 unit per locker. But it comes with a lot of lockers. That's actually really handy. This is going to the garbage. Use the retire. Almost certainly use paint, rubber, and metal. Okay. Nope. Wrong bite again. Any other pieces that I can store in there that I don't need elsewhere? I think that's it. But nice. We've got that. We got that. Our garage is coming on real nice. Looking great. All sorts of goodies. But I am out of a lot of supplies and energies. The addition of a sorting system will tidy your present. Okay, yeah. Unstable, stable, lead plating. I should get that research. And what else can I get? I get lead plated door. Okay. And alright, at least that way I have them as an option for building. Let's see what they usually cost. Plasma scrapper. That's actually way affordable. And I need a new scrapper pretty soon, so great. I'll want that. Oh, I forgot I had the giant pearl. Let's see what's in there. What the? They had a plasma scrapper too? I didn't even know that was a thing to get out of them. Well, I've got 2 plasma scrappers. I guess I'll save one for later. Because no point in carrying that many of them around with me, I think? Maybe? Yeah, no, I don't think I need to carry 2 with me. Just gonna put that there and set that. Check it out though. Look at it. Switch. Let's take a look out here. Easy good. And do need to get a new crowbar. More supplies. Nothing major. Okay. Well, everyone, I think I've taken up enough of your time for this today. Oogling over all the new cool things we could unlock and things we could find. And I'm pretty happy with how this all turned out. We got a lot of really cool tech unlocked. We got a lot of cool stuff in general, just lying around. I do have to do a bit of work on my car. Yeah, next time we head into the mid-zone. I think that's gonna be our next goal is into the mid-zone, or unlocking it, or whatever this next mission is. I believe we actually go into the mid-zone before we teleport out. So, I'm gonna... we had a lot more in this episode than I thought we were gonna have, like this recording session. So I'm actually gonna call this an episode, I think. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed this game and just digging up the lore, finding out the weird things that just pop up in this game. It's so much fun. Oh, let's take a look at this junker steering wheel. Okay, that is really a piece of garbage looking thing, but oddly enough, I don't know if I like it or not. I would not recommend it for safety purposes, because that looks like something you could just impale yourself on. But, things to consider. I think that's everything that I really wanted to just talk about. And share and go over. Oh, guys, I gotta install that. That's right. To replace. An insulated headlight, so it shouldn't be susceptible to electrical damage. Looks kind of cool. See if it shows up differently. It could throw me off if it, like, shines really weird. Okay, different coloration. You know, I kind of like the weird multicolor. I'll see if how I like it. I'll leave it like that for now and just experiment. I can go in there to get replaced or repaired. Alright, that's there. Can I stack multiples of those? I can. Okay. Why does that take you up awkward space? There we go. Yeah, no, I'm very happy with how this episode has gone and what we got out of everything here. I think, though, I definitely need to call this a night. So, yeah, hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with the releases if you haven't done so already. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you like this series as much as I am enjoying it. There's so much this game offers. And I think it's a ton of fun. If you haven't checked this game out yourself, and this looks like it's up your alley, do it. But for now, good night everyone. Bye.